Hi, I'm Dr. Greg, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that every time I come up with a new video, an informative video, you will be one of the first to get notified. This is SARS CoV2. It belongs to the family of coronaviruses, which is named for the crown-like spikes on their surfaces. SARS CoV2 can cause COVID-19, a contagious viral infection that attacks primarily your throat and lungs. What happens in your body when you contract the coronavirus? What exactly causes your body to develop pneumonia? And how would a vaccine work? The coronavirus must infect living cells in order to reproduce. Let's have a closer look. Inside the virus, genetic material contains the information to make more copies of itself. A protein shell provides a hard protective enclosure for the genetic material as the virus travels from people to people. An outer envelope allows the virus to infect cells by merging with the cell's outer membrane. Projecting from the envelope are spikes of protein molecules. Both a typical influenza virus and the new coronavirus use their spikes like a key to get inside the cell in your body, where it takes over the cell's internal machinery, repurposing it to build the components of new viruses. When an infected person talks, coughs, or sneezes, droplets carrying the virus may land in your mouth, nose, and move into your lungs. Once inside your body, the virus comes in contact with the cells in your throat, nose, or lungs. One spike on the virus inserts into a receptor molecule on your healthy cell membrane, like a key in the lock. This action allows the virus to get inside your cell. A typical flu virus would travel inside a sac made from your cell membrane to your cell's nucleus that houses all its genetic material. The coronavirus, however, doesn't need to enter the host cell nucleus. It can directly access parts of the host cell, called ribosomes. Ribosomes use genetic information from the virus to make viral proteins, such as the spikes on its surfaces. A packaging structure in your cell then carries the spikes in vesicles, which merge with your cell's outer layer, the cell membrane. All the parts needed to create a new virus gather just beneath your cell membrane. Then a new virus began to bud off from the cell's membrane. Now, with the virus spreading in your body, how can you develop pneumonia symptoms? For this, we'll have to look into your lungs. Each lung has separate sections called lobes. Normally, as you breathe, air moves freely through your trachea or your windpipe, then through your large tubes called your bronchi, and to smaller tubes called bronchioles, and finally into your tiny sacs called alveoli. Your airways and alveoli are flexible and springy. When you breathe in, each air sac inflates like a small balloon, and when you exhale, the sacs deflate. Small blood vessels called capillaries surround your alveoli. Oxygen from the air you breathe passes into your capillaries, and then carbon dioxide from your body passes out of your capillaries into your alveoli so that your lungs can get rid of it when you exhale. Your airways catch most germs in the mucus that lies in your trachea, bronchi, and bronchioles. In a healthy body, hair-like cilia lining the tubes constantly push the mucus and germs out of your airways, where you might expel them by coughing. Normally, cells of your immune system attack viruses and germs that make past your mucus and cilia and enter your alveoli. However, if your immune system is weakened, like in a case of a coronavirus infection, the virus can overwhelm your immune system and your bronchioles and alveoli become inflamed as your immune system attacks the multiplying viruses. The inflammation can cause your alveoli to fill with fluid, making it difficult for your body to get the oxygen it needs. You could develop lobar pneumonia, where one lobe of your lungs is affected, or you could have bronchopneumonia that affects many areas of both lungs. Pneumonia may cause difficulty of breathing, chest pain, coughing, fever and chills, confusion, headache, muscle pain, and fatigue. It can also lead to more serious complications like respiratory failure, occurs when breathing becomes so difficult that you need a machine to help you breathe, like a ventilator. These are the machines that save lives and that medical device companies currently ramp up production for. Whether you would develop these symptoms depend on a lot of factors, such as your age or whether you have an existing condition. While this all sounds scary, the push to develop a coronavirus vaccine is moving at high speeds. Studies of other coronaviruses have led most researchers to assume that people who have recovered from the SARS CoV2 infection could be protected from reinfection for a period of time. But that assumption needs to be backed by empirical evidence, and some studies suggest otherwise. There are several different approaches for potential vaccine against the coronaviruses. The basic idea is that you can get a shot that contains a faint version of the virus. The vaccine would expose your body to a version of the virus that is too weak to cause infection, but just strong enough to stimulate an immune response. Within a few weeks, cells in your immune system would make markers called antibodies, which would be specific for only the coronavirus, or specifically its spike proteins. Antibodies then attaches to the virus and prevent it from attaching to your cells. Your immune system then responds to signals from the antibodies by consuming and destroying the clumps of viruses. If you then catch the real virus at the late stage, your body would recognize it and destroy it. In other words, your immune system is now primed. Collecting evidence on whether this is possible or safe and effective is part of what's taking researchers so long to develop a vaccine. It's a race against time to develop a vaccine amid the pandemic. Each step in vaccine development usually takes months, if not years. And Ebola vaccine broke records by being ready in 5 years. The hope here is to develop one for the new coronavirus in a record-breaking 12 to 18 months. While all this will take time, stay home if you can to protect the most vulnerable. And don't forget to wash your hands. I hope you learned something from this video, and I will make another video after this one, and I hope you watch all my videos. So again, please don't forget to subscribe and press that like button or comment on my comment box below, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Okay, so please share this also so that other people will be enlightened in this video. So thank you. Bye bye.